Inside Out invites us into the small interior life as if it were a small occupied city. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll follow the scenes not to analyze its plot points, but to listen to the questions the film places before us about feeling, identity, and healing. Let the movie prompt you, and we'll respond together. The story opens with a child's secure rhythm, home, friends, a sense of belonging.
I gotta be a puzzle.
When that ground shifts, the internal city trembles. The film's first quiet question is simple and urgent. When the external anchors of our life move, how do the inner powers respond? Notice how this is not only a childhood crisis, it's a human one. Think of the last time your life was rerouted. The film asks which inner voices rose first and which were silenced. Joy runs the control room at first. She's the organizer, the energizer, and the one who wants certainty and quick fixes.
Great. We'll put the bed there and the desk over there.
The hockey lamp goes there. Put the chair there.
The question the movie offers is what happens when we treat one response as the ruling principle of our inner life. In Christian terms, we could say that joy has become an idol. Not negative in itself, but dangerous when divorced from truth about the whole person. Ask, where might you privilege one feeling as your identity rather than welcoming the full range of your soul? Sadness is quickly shunted aside, seen as the problem to fix.
I know, I'm sorry. Something's wrong with me. It's like I'm having a breakdown.
The film prompts us to reconsider our assumptions. Is sadness a failure to be avoided or a necessary motion towards deeper repair? Notice how scenes where sadness touches a memory and the color changes. Memory itself is transformed by grief. The film asks what memories in you might need that reshaping, and how might sorrow be the doorway rather than an enemy. When joy and sadness are swept away from the control room, the inner city is left fragmented. Other functions are kept running, but the heart of the child's cohesion is gone. The plot presses a question: what happens to our inner life when key fittings, empathy, grief, wonder are lost or hidden? Can the self hold together without them? Bing Bong, the forgotten companion, becomes a figure of memory and longing. His loss and sacrifice pushes the story towards a deeper integration. The film asks what parts of your remembered self might need to be laid down for the present good. The islands that define the child, family, hockey, friendship, begin to crumble as the core memories shift. That's not merely a plot device, it's imagery of identity under strain. The film asks us, when things that once made you feel whole begin to fail, who are you and who are you left to be? And how do we reform those islands without denying loss? Notice how the rebuilding requires both memory and sorrow to be present. It's not erasing the past, it's letting it speak differently into the present. The moment Bing Bong lets go is quiet and devastating in its clarity. Some things can't be carried forward intact, but his giving is also a kind of sanctifying loss. A bridge for joy to return to the control room change. The film offers a loving prompt here. What might release look like in your life? Not forgetting, but making room. Sacrifice in the film is not heroic posturing. It's formative. The story asks, what losses in your life, if offered rightly, could make space for a truer way of being? As joy comes back, she's different. Not diminished, but integrated with the memory of sorrow. The child does not become joyless, she becomes more able to feel fully. The film's final question is hopeful. Can our joy be widened by grief so that it includes compassion and honest recognition of pain? In Christian language, healing is not flattening an emotion into one tidy category. It's the reordering of the heart so that every passion serves life and neighbor. If you take 3 practical directions from this film, let them be this. Welcome sorrow as a teacher, not an enemy. Guard against making one feeling the master of your life. Allow memory to be reshaped, not erased, especially when it can free you to love more truly. Inside Out nudges us toward an integrated interiority. A life where joy and grief can both belong, and memory becomes a medicine. If you'd like to keep reading films this way, we'll meet you at another story and listen for what it asks you to bring to the work of becoming.